Hello everyone, and welcome to the Brickformula review of LEGO Set 5891, Apple Treehouse. It has 539 pieces for ages 7 to 12, and it's from the Creators Series, and this set retails for $44.99. And I would like to give a shout out to Lego Diego Iffy, because he's the subscriber who had requested that I review this set. So everyone, check out his channel. And moving forward, here in the front we can see a really good looking house. And it looks like somebody just abandoned it because they left the door ajar and the mailbox is full. They even left the lawnmower out too, and the ball. Who does that? And down here you can see that it rebuilds into a tall townhouse or a summer house. Here on the side we have the parts, and you'll see them again towards the end of the video. And here in the back you can see that if you do not like the Apple Tree house, you can rebuild into something more relaxing like the summer house, or if you like something a little taller like the townhouse. I guess it all depends on how you roll, but I'll talk about this set in more detail coming up. First, we'll take a look at the Apple Tree house, which I believe is the advanced build. Unlike other creator sets, this set doesn't actually tell you which build is the medium, quick, or easy build. You kind of just figure it out on your own. And plus, this set doesn't come with a minifigure either, which I think this set would have benefited a lot with one, because there's a lot to do here, and I'll cover everything. But anyway, here we go. Here's the front of the house, and like most creator houses, it looks really good too. But when you get to the inside, it's another story, and I'll get to that later. So here in the front, we got a door that can open up. We got a light there. There's a mailbox, and you can push the letters through if you like. But I don't really like that feature, because then you have to go inside and pick up everything. Up here we have a satellite dish for your DirecTV, which, by the way, there's no TV inside, so that kind of sucks. There's another light right there, and the garage door can open up about that high. And you can't fit a car through there as long as it's not more than 4 bricks tall. Also here in the front we have this really cool looking basketball hoop. And there's the ball. As you can see, my Baywatch babe is volunteering. And we'll have her go right up here. And the weird thing is that when she stands close to it, she's really close to the hoop. So I'm guessing this was meant for kids. But at least the ball goes through. But what I do like about the hoop is that you can always attach the minifig over there, and it looks like she's dunking. How cool is that? I wouldn't mind playing one-on-one with her, even though I'm a little bit out of shape. Next we get this really cool looking lawnmower, and there it is all around. Now to this day, I absolutely hate to mow the lawn. They say you do it to take pride in your land, but honestly, I just don't feel it. But anyway, as you can imagine, since I don't like to do it in real life, I imagine it's not going to be that much fun in Lego form either. And there we go, it looks like it can mow 2x2 studs at a time. Gee, doesn't that look like fun? A friend of mine told me that if you do a bad job, they'll never ask you to do it again. Although honestly, that advice hasn't worked out for me. And now we can move on to this angle, where you can see this side of the house. And over here we have the apple tree and a bucket of apples. And I'm guessing that's how this house got its name. There's a faucet right there, and we have a weird looking bush over there. There's the back, and this can open up, even though it's pretty loose. And here is the other side. And that just about covers it. Now what I like about this set is that it uses all the parts except for the extras, so here's what you have left. And now to take a look at the inside, you can take this part of the roof off as if a nasty hurricane hit that. And as you can see, the inside is pretty empty. And there are the letters, and that's what it looks like when you get back from vacation. And we have a mini ladder right there that you can lift up and down, and that will give you access to the attic or the second floor, and that's probably where you can sleep even though there's no furniture there. Now what's weird is that you don't have any access to this part of the roof, which is a little disappointing because that's a lot of space wasted right there. And as you can see from the first floor, it looks like it's mostly for the car, which is a little unfair if you ask me. But overall, I do like the design. I think it looks really good. I especially love the rooftop too. I love the way they made this part and everything, and it looks really nice. But now we can move on to the next build. Here's the tall townhouse, and it's a pretty interesting design, and as usual, it's more fun on the outside than it is on the inside. So here's the front, and we have two bushes that are built exactly the same way. We got a light over there, and another one right here, and this one is pretty loose. There's a doorbell right there. I'm guessing that's what it is, but it's really not necessary because you can just look through here and you can see that no one's home. Over here we have a little picnic table and two benches. There's a water fountain right there for the birds to play in, or you can use it to wash your face. There's a little garden patch right there, and there's a seesaw right here, which I imagine is pretty fun, but I'm guessing that this is here so that you can just catapult yourself to the second floor, because you'll see later on there's no other way to get up there. Here's the other side of the building, and the windows have pretty large ledges over there. There's the back, and this part is pretty cool, and you'll see that the second floor has some sort of ventilation, either that or that's an AC. And down here we have a chair and a table if you feel like being lonely. And this set uses about 73% of the parts, so here's what's left. And now to show you guys the inside, you can take the second floor off just like that, and this is what's there to hold it in place, even though it attaches to the 4 studs right there. And as you can see, the inside is pretty small. I hope the rent is cheap. And there's really no need for that doorbell, because if you knock, I'm pretty sure you hear that too. And now we'll just put that back up there. And the roof can come off, and there's the bottom of that. And as you can see, there's no way to get up there except to maybe catapult yourself from the seesaw, which looks like fun. You only have to make it to the ledge. You don't really have to fly through the window there. My wife says this would make a pretty good jewelry box. Well, I guess it could. And we'll just put this back up there. And there is a little bit of space inside the roof so they can lock a minifigure in there, but it requires a lot of effort to get there, so this is just really for looks. And speaking of which, it looks pretty good for a background set. Not bad, right? And now to take a look at the next build. And finally we have the summer house, and this is a very simple design too. It only uses like 63% of the parts, so here is what you have left over. Starting with the front of the building, I do find that the design is very simple and elegant. I do like how they have the plants up here. That's a pretty nice detail. We got a bush right there, a faucet, and we also have a bed, a table, and a lamp out here, which you can also remove and furnish the inside if you like, which is actually not a bad idea for a change. The weirdest thing about this building is that the windows do not come with any window panes, but it's not a big deal because you can always add them in yourself. And here in the back, you can also see the windows don't have window panes here either. But the weird part is that we have a chimney, and I'm kind of wondering how you're supposed to keep the heat inside once you have the fire going. Anyway, we get to this side of the building, and we have a little lever that you can just push up, and that's how you play with the inside. Now, this thing is pretty heavy, so when you let go, it's going to close up. But they installed this really cool little mechanism up here, and you just push that inward, and it will hold that panel up for you. How cool is that? And what's even cooler is that you can just push this down without having to touch the mechanism. I think that's a really neat mechanism that they installed here, and it's definitely something that you can learn from and probably apply to your own creations too. That's a really cool idea. And that seems to be it. And now we can move on to the recommendations. Overall, this is a really good set, and I totally recommend getting it. And for many reasons too. When it comes to value, it is exceptionally good because not only is the price per piece ratio about 8.3 cents a piece, But because if you were to sell this piece by piece brand new on Brinklink, you're actually getting about $79 worth of bricks right there, which is way above average because usually your average Lego set is about $5 to $10 ballpark figure from retail. So long story short, you're paying 45 bucks for this set and you're getting $79 worth of bricks, which is a pretty good deal if you ask me. And when it comes to the play value, it's pretty good too because this is actually appealing to both guys and girls because the color theme here just totally works. I think if I were to relocate and find another home, I would probably get one that looks like this one. Maybe a little bit bigger because I do find the inside not too spacious. And there's a lack of furniture, but that's not a big deal. And really the main drawback to this set is that it doesn't come with a minifigure, which it can totally benefit from. So if you do plan to get this set, I do recommend that you get maybe the camper set to go with this, because this way you get a guy and a girl, and they can fight about the house and who gets the car, stuff like that. And you get some accessories to go with everything else with the house. And in the end, you'll find this to be a pretty good set and a lot of fun. And that sums up my review. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.